Hi Gemini, welcome back. So Gemini, this is going to be your you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. This is not always regarding an intimate lover. It could be really anyone in your life, so keep an open mind. And my readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you, okay? So before I get into the cards, and I already had a few come out, I want to talk about some of the messages I got when I was meditating on the overall Gemini energy. First of all, I feel clarity coming in for my Geminis. If you haven't sat and cleared your mind or cleared your space in a while, this is a really good time to do that, especially as the full moon energy dissipates. I kept getting images of rings, like rings, actual rings that you wear. There was 2 rings that were linked together. I can speak. There was a necklace with a ring on it. And anyways, the overall theme was ring. And then I heard the song Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. That may resonate with some of you. Go check it out if it does. But the overall symbolicism is that there's like, it's eternity, the symbol for eternity, the linking up that you do with other souls on this planet for your growth, and the commitment you have to yourself to forever evolve, forever grow, and kind of almost an homage to the cyclic patterns. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. The cyclic patterns of life. You know, life is not a trajectory, one straight line, right? It's more like a spiral staircase where we kind of come back to things and grow and come back to things and grow a little bit more until we've accomplished whatever karma or whatever we needed to gain from that experience, right? So I do get a lot of repetitive type of energy coming in. Some of you might notice repetition in your environment, whether that be like repeating circumstances or repeating issues, or it could be symbolism for repeating numbers, you know, repeatedly seeing the same sign. So pay attention to that, because my last reading was titled Gemini, Are You Psychic? And that was the spiritual reading. Go check that one out if you haven't yet. But I'm getting like some sort of repetition going on in the environment for you, Gemini. So let's get the cards out and see where this is headed. I have, like I said, 2 that came out while I was talking there. You have the trine, which is the flow, and the 8th house of intimacy showing up. So this is talking about going with the flow when it comes to your intimate life and not shying away from the shadow parts of you, Gemini. I'm not saying live in it. I'm not saying dwell there, but I'm saying have a good balance between your light and your dark, and don't shame yourself for the parts that you have yet to transmute. You know what I'm saying? This also talks about investments in contracts, and like it's kind of like a secretive energy. So there might be some secretive energy surrounding your intimacy or your intimate life or the person that you are connecting with. So let's get some angel cards out and see what your overall energy is versus theirs. Then we're going to look at the recent past energy for you, Gemini. As to what led up to this, how you both see each other, how you both feel, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. Whoops. So, you have, whoa, the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. So, wow, both of you are kind of stuck in your head right now, all right, Gemini? I feel like you might be a little bit more, have a little bit more on your plate than this person, or you tend to get more in your head than this person during this time frame. But this is like a bit of a stressful energy showing up. And let me tell you, like I said, this full moon has really been a whammy, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if you've been, you know, getting stuck in your head or getting stuck in like fear or worry or insecurities or feeling like some sense of restriction in your life or in the way that you're thinking. It's like getting stuck in a negative thought pattern, knowing that you're in a negative thought pattern, but not being able to like quell or stop the thoughts. That's kind of what I feel is going on here. And I think it's going on with both you and the person you're connecting with, because they have the 8 of Swords, which is restrictions, which is self-limiting beliefs, which is can be like insecurities or not believing in themselves might be an issue as well, or you might be having that issue, Gemini. But this is kind of the shadowy part showing up, and this is kind of, collectively speaking, the energy that I've seen in a lot of other zodiac signs as well. So not too surprising. It almost kind of feels like a retrograde, even though, like a Mercury retrograde, even though it's not really. And where it's like repetition. You might notice repetition, karmic cycles, things from the past coming up. So speaking of the past, let's see what's led up to this moment for you, Gemini. Recent past energy for you. The Hermit. The Emperor. Ooh. The Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like Gemini, this is doing some soul searching in the past energy, having the strength to be able to speak on how you feel or put yourself back out there if you had been in this state of confusion or introversion. I feel like you've done some soothing around that. You've done some soul searching around that. You might have kind of taken a break or needed to take a break in the recent past, because I also did hear that in the meditation and I forgot to bring it up, about needing to take like a time out for yourself, or some of you recently doing that. It's just so that you could feel more in control of how you're expressing things. You know, it's never a good time to express ourselves when we're kind of stuck in our heads or feeling this stressed out energy, right? But I feel like a lot of you have done some sort of soothing around that, and it's helping you to feel more in control of how to express yourself, or that's what you're being guided towards. I feel like there is this desire for more equal give and take when it comes to emotional expression as well, whether it's with this person or just like in relationships in general. It's like, I feel like you've held yourself back long enough, or you've restricted yourself long enough, which is difficult, I think, for a Gemini to do. And now it's time to like open the floodgates or let it flow. And however that, whatever that means for you, you know, yeah, like letting it flow. I have a song in my head. He says 1, 2, 3. It's a Jason Derulo song. I'm not even sure what the words are. Coño. I'm not sure. I don't even know what that means. Anyways, the vibe that I was kind of getting from that song is like almost like counting in your head to like calm your brain, or counting before you respond. The power is in the pause. I actually posted a meme about this on my Facebook the other day about not being reactionary when you're speaking to someone, especially when you're irritated, but to put a little bit of a pause before responding, and that being really helpful for you to gather your thoughts and gather your words. Some of you have taken a purposeful pause or are needing to do that to kind of like gather yourself or gather your words before you communicate. This person's in the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. So I feel like Gemini, whoever you're connecting with, they have done some work on themselves in the recent past, is what I'm hearing. One step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, you know. This person also is wanting to be more in control of their own ideas and their ability to express themselves freely, but yet I feel that they do restrict themselves, you know, or get into these thought patterns that keep them from fully like explaining themselves, is what I'm hearing. Or I also heard the word exude. Like this person has the ability to exude incredible confidence, and I feel like they have a lot of intelligent ideas, or they might just be a deep thinker, but they often feel like what they have to say may not be received well, or that they kind of let their own doubts about themselves somewhat restrict them from truly making the progress that they could be making. Now, I do see this person has made progress, as have you, Gemini, but theirs is a little bit slow going, and it's because pride gets in their way a lot, or lack thereof, because I'm getting I'm getting like a false sense of pride where you come off very confident, but actually it's coming from a place of insecurity is kind of what I'm feeling. That may have been an issue for this person in the past. But I feel like they've definitely done some contemplating about, you know, things, probably around their either career or intimate life or both. So let's look at perception and see what your perception is of each other. Now keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder. So it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth. But we'll start there. The Hangman. What is Gemini's perception? The Knight of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like Gemini, this is you getting a whole nother perspective. And it has to do with, again, how you express yourself when it comes to your emotions or when it comes to this person. And being more in the flow and less restrictive with that, okay? Trusting yourself a little bit more. I feel like you see this person as someone that maybe you've had to wait on communication from, or you've been waiting on some sort of communication about an opportunity or commitment with this person, or just in general. But I feel like they told me, again, practice the pause. So there's some sort of pause here within this connection where it's like, okay, I have to stop and think before I say something, or you need to stop and think before you say something. Or that could be how this person is this is how you're perceiving them. Like it takes a while for them to communicate what it is that they really want. Or sometimes there's like a pause there before they say what it is or say how they're feeling. And you're kind of wanting more of a flow of communication. And I feel that sometimes the communication in this connection doesn't flow as easily as it could because of this like restrictive energy. Even though I feel that you think that there's a lot of potential here, some of you might actually be in a commitment with this person, or there's like growth potential if you could just get the communication right. Let's see how this person perceives you, Gemini, the Moon. Okay, I heard you only care about how you feel. That seemed a little bit argumentative. I don't know if that's coming from this person, because I am reading this person's energy now, or that's how you feel. But you would know, take it as it resonates. You only care how you feel. Well, I mean, in a way, your main priority should be caring about how you feel, because you're the only one feeling your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing you have control over is how you feel. That could have been a guidance. For some of you, it's like, stop being so concerned with how other people are perceiving you or how other people feel about what you're doing, Gemini, and focus more on how does that make you feel. You know, caring more about how you feel. I'm not saying at the detriment of others or not caring at all about the people you love, but I'm saying prioritize how you feel first. See how that feels, you know. So anyways, the Moon, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. Wow. There's a lot of deep emotion here that I feel like this person keeps bottled up sometimes. There's a desire to express and to follow their intuition, or this person is being guided through their intuition, but sometimes they don't really listen to it. Sometimes their brain wants to convince them that their intuition doesn't know what it's talking about, and it kind of blocks this person. I feel like this person sees you as someone that has a lot of emotion, or it has a depth to you, Gemini. But at the same time, they feel like you shut others out from being able to really see the depths of you. And I feel like this person, interestingly enough, wants to see some more expression, or they like the darker parts of you sometimes, or the depths of you, even though you try to hide it from them. I feel like this person intuitively knows how you feel, even if you don't communicate it to them. Like, this person might be an intuit as well, or like an energy reader, but I heard that they can see it all over your face or something, or like easy to interpret, or that's how they feel. I'm not saying you are easy to interpret, but this person feels like they know you on that level. Like they can tell how you feel even if you respond to them in a different way. You know, like say you're trying to shut the world out or shut this person out. This person can still kind of like intuitively feel what's going on with you. That type of energy. So speaking of feelings, let's go into feelings and see how you're feeling underneath it all, Gemini. It's Gemini's emotions. Woo, that shot out. 7 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. And the Strength card. So I'm happy to see this because I feel like a lot of you have done a lot of work on yourself emotionally. It's like trying to be patient with yourself, trying to hold a straight face or be strong. But there is some heaviness here in the emotional space that you're still carrying around. It's like a burdensome energy. This is where the stress is coming from. This is like where the shadow is coming from. It's not letting go of things as easy as you could, as you should. Taking on more than emotionally you can handle and then trying to be strong anyways. You know, it's like trying to be emotionally stronger than you actually feel sometimes, and that's not really honoring your emotions, Gemini. That's kind of pushing yourself beyond your limits, and then that causes like fatigue or mental exhaustion even. Like there's a bounce back from doing that, from when you do that. I think you have really strong feelings towards the connection. You may have waited a long time or invested a lot of time into this connection. But this can also show me that you've invested time in self. But there's still heaviness, or there's still like this sense of obligation here, or other obligations you have to tend to for some of you. Oh, I see what's going on. So some of you might be trying to put on this brave face that I've got this and I'm fine and I don't need anyone, but kind of struggling a little bit. And this person, they see right through that. Or at least they think they do. So let's go into the emotional space and see how they're feeling. Get a little bit more clarity on that. The Chariot, the 4 of Cups. I just heard something to the rescue. The 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This person may... Sorry, I sung that. Rescue me in your arms, 'cause I'm lonely. And it's true, I need you and your love to come on and rescue me. Good one. That could resonate with you, or you're a cross watcher. That kind of came out of the blue. Someone's on a rescue mission here, Gemini. Is it you or is it them? You'll know. This person may feel like they want to whisk you away or rescue you, or listen, the more detached you get and the more aloof you become, the more this person wants to rush in and like save the day or something. Because I heard, here you come to save the day. I'm getting all kinds of weird messages. This person might be a personality that feels like they like to save. I hear savior. They could have a savior complex, or you could. But it's like this person has this rush of emotion here, and it's in response to some sort of energy that you're putting out, or that they are feeling intuitively, even though they're a little bit confused. Like, it's funny because this person thinks they can read you like a book, but emotionally there is some questioning going on there, especially when they don't have easy access to your emotional self. This person might feel emotionally rushed to do something or to say something, especially if they've been restricting themselves. And it's coming from this place of like a rescue mission. That's what I'm getting. Like, whether you actually need rescuing or not. I don't think you do, Gemini, but it's like this person wants to like sweep in, or like I get this sweeping motion here. And even though I heard self-discovery, I have no idea what that's about. Somebody's going through some self-discovery right now. This person could be. But it's like, even though they're not really sure, maybe a little bit confused with how they feel, they think they know how you feel, and they're responding from that place, if that makes any sense. So let's look at hopes, Gemini, and see what are the hopes here. 8 of Cups. So I feel like some of you just want to call it quits sometimes. Maybe not on this connection, but just like, especially if you're exhausted, you know, just being like, ugh, I need a break, right? Others of you, it's like you're being led by your emotions towards the answer. And it could be around the full moon, which we just had yesterday, but the energy lasts for about a week or two afterwards. Could be around the next new moon that you finally kind of release some of these burdens. This person has the 7 of Pentacles, so their hope is to plant something on solid ground is what I'm hearing. And to see the fruits of their labor, especially if this person's waited a long time for you, or you've had a lot of energy exchanges with this person, or they feel they've invested something here. They're wanting to see like something come to fruition with that. Why am I getting Aladdin? Okay, you know where the genie comes out of the bottle? This is random. This might be for one of you. Don't make it resonate if it doesn't. You know when the genie comes out of the bottle and he goes, something 1,000 years? Ah, what a crick in the neck. I have no idea why. Like I get like this person has been waiting a long time for something. It may be related to you, it may not be, but it's giving them like a pain in the neck, or I feel like pain in the neck. Like a pain in their arse, I'm not sure. So anyways, let's look at the most likely future outcome. Keep in mind, all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, Gemini. You're in the driver's seat, no one else. But here's a snapshot for you. Whoa, Temperance, King of Swords, King of Wands. What was this about? The 2 of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like, Gemini, there are many different sides to you that this person may or may not even be aware of. You know, because I feel like there's multiple energies showing up. Some of you are dealing with multiple connections. I'm just going to say that. But for most of you, this is mostly just like the different sides of Gemini showing up. It's your more serious and authoritative side showing up. It's your more blunt side coming out. And I think it's because you've restricted yourself long enough and now you're wanting to let it flow, whether that be good or bad. It's like making a decision to stand by something that means a lot to you and to stay in that energy, because this is a lot. This is fierce energy. Okay. This is definitely not beta energy. This is alpha energy. Do you know what I'm saying? They're giving me the song Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony. If you've been at some sort of crossroads and unsure of kind of what the future is holding, or having a hard time making a decision, I feel like that indecision is going to lift, Gemini, when you make up your mind about what it is that you really want. What it is that you really want. Because some of you are kind of wanting some more independence or freedom to kind of say and be who you are, but there's also a passion and intimacy showing up. Some of you are kind of exuding that type of energy, or attracting partners, or that energy out of this person. Okay, so if you're a male Gemini, I got the term, I don't know if I could say this, dominatrix. You might be into that, I'm not sure. Like you like to dominate in the relationship, or your more dominating masculine energy is coming out. My female Geminis, if you're dealing with a masculine, that may be how they're behaving or the energy they're getting ready to go into. Or certainly you could be exuding that, even if you're a female, you know, just as don't mess with me attitude, or being more masculine in your approach to this connection versus more passive. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome. They have the Five of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person has been emotionally drained, and they're getting ready to come out of that energy. Or if this person feels like you are in some sort of dire straits, they're wanting to connect with you or take some sort of action towards you, like to cheer you up, or like I said, a rescue mission. It's like funny because I keep getting this message about a rescue mission, but I don't feel like you need rescuing. You know, I mean, I feel like your energy looks pretty certain to me as we go into the future. Maybe in the past that's how it was. So even though I feel like this person feels they can read you like a book, and in some ways they're right, you know, you are carrying on some struggling here, but you're a lot stronger than this person thinks or gives you credit for, Gemini. Maybe because they're still thinking of you as the old you, and they haven't met the new you, you know, like that type of energy. I feel like this person's intentions are good, at least in this moment. But I feel they're also trying to get some emotional balance in their life because they're kind of confused here. And I can see that. They're mostly confused about like what kind of action to take here, and should they take action. And like this person wants to see you happy, I feel. Or they want to feel happiness in their own life, if nothing else. I'm going to get one more card. Be nosy. What is the action about? What is the action about? The Empress. So I feel like for some of you, this person's been patiently waiting for you to take some action, thinking that you're weak for them or weaker than them, and that if only a matter of time before you rush in, right? But I feel like they have totally misunderstood that. No, that's not the word. They have oh my gosh, I just said the word. Underestimated you. I think I'm going to title this, They Underestimated You. Like they underestimated your ability to stay strong anyways. So they're like maybe thinking that you need them, or that they need to rescue you, or that that you're gonna cave or something, and I don't see that being the case. So this person is like patiently waiting for something to change in the situation, not understanding that they are going to be the ones that has to take the change or take the action here. I think they are going to figure it out, because eventually they're going to wait. They're going to start doubting themselves, getting confused here because they're not really seeing any change possibly. And then after they drain themselves, maybe come to the realization that, oh, okay, I need to take action. But yeah, I get, and I'm not saying it's coming from a place of ill intention, but I get that they underestimate you. Okay? So let's get some guidance here, Gemini. You have receptivity and consciousness, and they have inner voice. So I feel like this is saying, you know, don't close off in the energy. Stay receptive. Stay open. As much as you can, clear your energy. Okay, I said that at the beginning of the reading because it's be conscious of the way that you're thinking about this, and especially the way you're communicating during this time frame. This person has inner voice. So I do feel this person has their own guiding light or intuition, and they need to listen to that a little bit more, but also pay attention to how they feel. Not just how they think, but how they feel as well, to get a little bit more clarity on themselves. And then let me get one overall guidance and we'll leave it there. One overall guidance. I knew that card was going to come out because I got repetition. There also might be repeated patterns going on in relationships. But this says synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from spirit to help you for a specific reason. So pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the repetition. Gemini, I think that you might notice a lot of synchronicity during this time frame. So, yes, wow. What an interesting reading. So, zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I have a lot of Leo out. I can't help but to notice that. Could be dealing with a Leo or have that in your chart. But I also have Cancer energy here. I have Pisces. I have Scorpio. I have Libra, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo again. So those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. I am on Instagram and Facebook as well. You can catch me there. I go live there very often. It's Tarot Time with Dana, linked down in the description box below. If you like my styles, you can get them for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasofiaco.com. And for those of you who'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section. Either way, Gemini, I'm wishing you the very best. Know that I love you. Till next time, namaste. Bye.